Hello and welcome to Meanwhile Back on the Hobby Farm. Here's a view you don't see very often. I am standing in our pallet pub. My son and I, David, cleaned this all out. It used to be an old garden shed. I want to say 3.5 years ago. And about a day's worth of work, we put some pallet wood. Fortunately, we didn't have to buy the wood. It was given to us and it was already nicely stacked on a pallet. So we ended up actually screwing them all the way around, and this is what we have. We'll give you a tour of this later on. I know it's on my other Wood Pallets Anonymous website. As you can see to the right, you're going to see some fuzzy looking stuff there. I just moved it. It was over here. You can see we have some red peppers here and a lot of seeds. I had some drying racks here. I was drying some herbs over the fall time and early winter, and I just never got around to moving them yet. But anyway, just wanted to go over and welcome you to my first GoPro video. For those of you that are not familiar with this, we have a little under 2 acres parcel of land, not very large. We call it a hobby farm. Are we bursting at the seams? Actually, not yet. We have about another ½ acre of land on the back side of our property that's unused. It's a jungle. I hope to clear it out in the next few weeks, at least start clearing it all out. Eventually we want to put an orchard on the other side of our pond. We have a pond that's landlocks our land on the other side of it, but I did build a bridge a couple years ago, and we're going to clean all that up, and eventually, probably that's next year's agenda, is to put an orchard. It kind of goes at a slant on a hill towards the pond. But we are going to put an orchard out there. But on this side of the pond, towards the back side of our property where our herb garden is, we're going to clear all that off too. We're going to let the goats go to town and eat all that poison ivy and stuff. But anyway, goals for this year. Animal-wise, we're kind of going back and forth. Do we want to get any more animals? We're really bursting at the seams right now. So in the immediate future, no. But if I can get that back land cleared and give more areas for my chickens and my goats to roam, there may be a couple surprises coming by. Joanne wants to get a pig or two so we can fatten it up and put it on our dinner table. And not a bad idea, because when I do clean the back area up, the goats will eat all the surface stuff, the poison ivy and what have you. Eventually when they run out, they'll eat the roots, but the pigs will actually, they will eat the roots and dig it all up. It's better than any harsh chemical that you could purchase and use and ruin the environment at the same time. So we're still up in the air on that. But going back to the goals, herb gardening. Last year I did quite a bit of tomatoes and cucumbers and what have you. I'm going to concentrate on just having a few of those. Everybody sells organic tomatoes and produce and stuff, but many people do not sell medicinal herbs and culinary herbs. And I'm going to start it this year. About 25 years ago, I did have a nice elaborate garden in Lake Odessa. I used to actually give tours to the schools to it, really enjoyed it. Kind of stepped away from that for the last 25 years. So this year I'm going to plant, I downloaded an app online that's pretty unique. It shows, I think it has over, 600 herbs. It tells you what each one is, what they're good for. Not to replace modern Western medicine, but I am a firm believer in using herbal remedies that work just as good. A lot of the medicines we have originated from natural herbs and stuff, but they got away from it and went to the synthetic drugs and all that stuff. Like my buddy Andrew Wells said, I call him my buddy, been following the guy since 1995. Kind of lost track of him for a few years, but I'm back on his bandwagon. He's a natural medicine doctor out of the University of Arizona. I was kind of surprised when I saw him online the other day. He doesn't look like he aged a minute since the last time I seen him. I sure have, that's for sure. But anyway, like he said, if you get run over by a pickup truck, damn right, you better put my butt in the back of an ambulance and take me to the hospital. I'm going to need modern Western medicine for that. But when it comes to colds and kidney ailments and bladder infections, headaches, nausea, insomnia, you name it, There's so much out there in the natural world, and I'm not talking about going to your GNC store and buying a caplet and pumping a pill, because you still don't know what the generic makeups are on all that stuff. A lot of it could be imported from overseas, and it basically has, a lot of those have fillers. Well, I'm going to grow my own. I'm not going to go overboard this year because there's just not enough time in a day to do it. But I'm going to pick 7 or 8 my #1 herbs that I want to grow this year, and some of them are going to be feverfew. Feverfew is great for people who have migraine headaches. It doesn't, you don't pump a caplet, and I'm going to make my own caplets too. They sell the empty caplets. You dry the herbs, you put it in there. It doesn't get rid of a headache. It actually prevents you from getting a headache. I knew someone 25 years ago, I got them hooked on it. They used to have headaches to the point where they'd have to go to the ER and get pain blocker medicine to get rid of them and what have you. No good for you. Got them hooked on the feverfew. Took 2 a day for 6 weeks, and then 1 every morning when they got up after that. And never had a headache for years to come after that. It was a good preventive. Also can use a lot of these herbs for teas and stuff. And I'm not going to get into oils right away, but I do plan on selling at my roadside stand and at a farmer's market this summer. Excuse me. No, it's not the coronavirus. I'm a healthy individual. I'm not going to get it. Maybe I already had it. I don't know it, but I'm pretty healthy on that part of it. But other medicines that herbs that I'm going to grow. Well, I already have a lot of the mints and stuff, but I want to grow sage. Is really good. There's just lamb's ear is good. Blood purification. There's just a ton of them out there. But I'm going to pick 7 or 8 of them this year. I'm going to grow them. I'm going to do a good job growing them. I'm going to harvest them, dry them, make caplets out of some of them. I'm not going to sell caplets to the market because that would be portraying as being giving medical advice, and then you run into some legal doo-doo on that. I will sell dry herbs in packages. They will be dried accordingly and sold, and people can do what they want with it. The disclaimer is we do not claim that it heals or it prevents anything. But if you do your research on herbs, you'll find out. So that's my goal. I'm still going to do some tomato plants, some cucumbers, just more or less for ourselves. If we have any extras, I might throw some out of the roadside stand. But like I said, everybody sells those. You can get those a dime a dozen. But these herbs, you know, they're really maintenance free. I'm going to start them all from seeds. They're all GMO free seeds. They're all organic. I'm going to start them myself. I'm going to raise these plants. But once you get them in there, they're basically maintenance free. You water them maybe once a week, once every 10 days. They don't like too much water. So that's where we're going to go with that. That's the big plan, along with all the other stuff I got planning on going over here. I've got to put some siding on the, probably going to use the pallet wood siding and then stain it on the side of the chicken coop, the horse lean-to, and the goat shelter that I haven't made. I keep on talking about all these projects, but I never got around to them. I work and I do a lot of overnight gigs, which really screws up your sleeping pattern. And you don't want to do nothing. You want to sleep all the time, and that's not good. But winter is turning the corner. 5 more weeks. I saw somebody post on Facebook the other day, 5 more weeks, the flowers will be coming out of the ground. The crocuses will be coming up, and I can't wait. As I'm looking out the window right now towards the camera, we probably got about, I don't know, 7 inches of icy packed snow on the ground. But it's been a great winter. So with that said, that's the plans for us. I would like to just expand slowly but surely, but our long-term goal is to get some more land somewhere else. More land, more animals, more responsibilities, more work. But you know, I'm 60 years old, and a lot of people will say, you know, why are you doing that? You know, everybody your age is retiring. They're going to Florida. And that's good for them. I got friends, 2 of them are just from Drake, Mass. 2 friends sold their homes. One bought a Winnebago. One's got a, I think it's a 5th-wheeler type camper. And they're going across the country. They're enjoying themselves. And you know what? Good for them. That makes them happy. They love it. I watch their videos, the pictures they're sending, and I am so happy for them. That's their cup of tea. Joanne and I's cup of tea is homebodies. We like living off the land, being around the animals. We're not much to going out gallivanting and stuff. Not saying that we don't want to visit, but the age is just a number. I'm not going to sit in a rocket chair and just wait to die in 20, 25, 30 years, however old, whenever my time is up. I've got plans, and you know what? If you don't get up in the morning time and you do not have a goal, a short-term goal on your agenda, you're in a heap of trouble. And I don't care if your goal is to go hike the Grand Canyon, to travel to California. I don't know anybody want to go there, but Florida. Okay, Florida or Texas. There you go. That's good. That works for you. It makes you happy, healthy, and it's a goal. It's something you look forward to. It's something that you cherish. Well, this is what I cherish, and my long-term goal, like I said, is we want to definitely expand sometimes in the future, and live off the land and be happy until we can't do it anymore, and the kids either take over or they sell it and put condos up on the property. Kind of sad. But that's it, folks. This is my first GoPro video. I lied. I made one this morning. Yeah, I made one this morning, but I haven't posted it yet. So if you see that one in the future, pretend you didn't see this one, because that's going to be my second one, actually. For those of you that don't know, my full-time occupation, I am a licensed private investigator in the state of Michigan. www.kencody.com. I'm also an overnight county worker at a youth facility. That keeps me busy 5 nights a week. I also do a call-in staff position for a substance abuse and alcohol treatment center. I do a lot. I keep busy. I love it. And Joanne, going on 20 years. She just passed a 20-year mark of driving a public school bus. God bless her. We're looking into maybe it was her idea, and I support her 110%. Maybe it's time for a change. 20 years is a long time to be driving a bus. I'd last about 6 months and throw the kids to the side of the curb and tell them to walk home as soon as they start getting melty with me. No, I'm only kidding you. I just love kids. That's it, folks. Hey, have a good day. Okay, what's my saying that I say is be good, be smart, be safe. I forget it. It's tough when you get old. Take care, folks. Have a good day.